We don't have anything we need. Yes, we feel forsaken. The whole world has been shaken. I cannot take a pause, simply just because there's so much left to do, and we gon' make it through. Don't wanna stop the spread, but my predicament is dread. If I stay, we die from hunger. If I go, I will be dead. Someone send shelter in place in a cramped little space.
Yeah, you
Put only room to sleep. Free my soul to keep. Someone said shelter in place in a cramped little space. Say distance we can keep. There's only room to sleep. Even if only out the rain comes to take and wash away all that you set aside for a rainy day. Getting it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away all that you set aside for a rainy day. Isn't it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away all that you set aside for a rainy day? Yeah, isn't it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away all that you set aside for a rainy day? Someone said shelter in place.
play your music video, so you have to enjoy that TJ before the man himself coming live and direct. Listen to this. Live and direct from ST.LUCIA, TJ Weeks. Thing called Rainstorm. In the meantime, between time, enjoy that live recording performance. Reggae music for the reggae lovers. Love everybody out there. Love.
Can we slowly leave? We don't have anything we need. Yes, we feel forsaken. The whole world has been shaken. I cannot take a pause, simply just because there's so much left to do, and we gon' make it through. I wanna stop this song, but my predicament is dread. If I stay, we die from hunger. If I go, what will be dead? Someone send shelter in place in a cramped little space. We're turning around to sleep. Bring my soul to keep. Someone send shelter in place in a cramped little space. The distance we can keep. There's only room to sleep. Ain't it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away all that you set aside for a rainy day? Ain't it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away? All that you set aside for a rainy day. Ain't it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away all that you set aside for a rainy day? Ain't it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away all that you set aside for a rainy day? Someone said shelter in place. Ow. Shelter in place in a cramped little space. We're turning around to sleep. You bring my soul to keep. Here comes a rainstorm. Here comes a rainstorm. Here comes a rainstorm. Here comes your rainstorm.
Stephanie. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, it's talking a lot. Right here, here, it's people are here. My apologies. Are you hearing me now? If you hear me, I should do this. Talking a lot here. Stephanie is there. I'm looking at it. It's here. Stephanie, what I want here. Check, 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 check. You don't hear me? One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Stephanie, you don't hear me, boys? Yes, sir. You got everybody out there. No voice. Katarina, you don't hear me? I don't know what one with my mic, man. Like all is plugging. You hear me? I have to adjust that mic. Are you hear it? You hear me? Technology sometimes. Microphone, check, 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 check. People let me know how me sound, me sound, me sound. Okay, thank you. Okay, let me go check, 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 check. See if it's here. So we go check, check the microphone, check everybody out there. Let me know how me sound now. Is it good enough? No voice? No, no, now, no voice clear. Stephanie, sure. One, two. Big up everybody out there. Normally we do this sound mic check before we start the live, but we they are live. Maybe I cut it and come back. Stephanie, are you hearing me? If you don't hear me, let me know. Yes, yes. Echo. That is bad. I'm checking my settings here. Well, I think I'm really good. TJ is right there with us. In the meantime, between time, let's check what out from this one. One, two, microphone checking. Checking, checking, checking. Echo condition. We done with that already. Yes. How is it sounding, Stephanie? Yeah. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Brad, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear
Yeah,
you
man,
loud.
I hear you loud. Yeah, just the people out there. Noise. Okay. Stephanie says he's hearing noise, so let me check with that setting. Maybe change something. We need a
Yeah, I
better
cannot hear
sound.
noise.
Noise. We need a better sound out there. One, two, check, check, check. Big up everybody out there. Yes, sir. You tune in thing called Let's Talk, Stephanie. Let me know how we sound now. Are you hearing me loud and clear? Katarina, are you there too? Is it sound good? When it sound good, we're ready to talk with you people. There is no echo. I hope not this time. How is it? Now it sounds like you are very loud. Okay, I will lower that microphone. Yes, one, two, check in, check in. One, two, big up everybody tuning. You there, Africa Reggae Vibration. We say love endlessly. Remember, this is DJ Taff, but no echo, but noise. Okay. One, two, one, two, one, two, one, two. Are you hearing me loud and clear? But your voice is clear. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's an
there's an
there's an underline,
that I can
but
hear
I
you
can hear you.
when you
You
loud
are
and clear.
hearing me, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you. So, listeners out there, if you hear us, but your voice is clear, thank you. If you hear us, we say greetings. Remember, thing called Let's Talk. The artist, they are live and direct. Greetings, brother.
Yeah,
Yeah, apologies,
apologies to you and
apologies
the
to you and
audience.
the audience.
Nah, man, you
Technology
good.
got
Technology
carried
got
away
carried away
and I did
and
lost
I did
phone
lost
and
phone
network.
and network.
Yes, I.
But it worked
But
out
it
to
worked out to
praise Yahweh.
praise Yahweh.
Okay. Thank you. I'm happy to have you here, my brother. I'm gonna put thing next so we
Sound
have
is perfect now.
good sound put out there. The guest echoing. Are you hearing us without echo? Then we are good to start. Yes, I. Greetings, my brother. One more time again to the wall. Yes, I. You there in St. Louis right now, yeah?
No, actually, I'm in New York because I'm leaving for South Africa on Sunday.
Wow.
So
Okay.
we left St. Lucia and we're in New York right now. And
Uh-huh.
Sunday we'll be in South Africa.
Okay. So you are on a transit to New York to the journey to Africa.
Yeah, we're in New York right now as we speak. Yes.
Wonderful. This very interesting. Thank you. Is it your first time going through New York to Africa, or you've been going? The journey was happening different times already.
No, man, we've done it before. We've done, the thing is, I have a house in New York.
Wow, good.
So I kind of live 6 months in New York and 6 months in St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
And
Okay.
every time I have work to do, I come up to New York, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, it's a good base from which we do the touring and the work that needs to be done in the US and Europe.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so it's a wonderful thing to have a place to stay in New York.
Okay. Good. Big greetings from Vienna to New York.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yeah. Great. It's about the journey to Africa. Is this is the first time you're doing this festival? I have understand that Stephanie was telling me there is a festival happening. So you're going for the festival, to my understanding.
Yeah, well, let me tell you what already happened. Last
Please.
year, I happened to be the Goodwill Ambassador to St. Lucia. Um, and the UNICEF ambassador as well.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So last year I got invited to Ghana
Mm-hmm.
last October, September, October.
Wow.
My brother was having a festival and he was trying to give back. So being a goodwill ambassador, I decided if I was coming to play the festival that I should bring a gift with me.
Wow.
And I brought 5,000 pairs of shoes for the kids in Accra,
Wonderful.
and we distributed it to schools all over the region from the Volta region, making sure that we give something back because we didn't want to come empty handed,
Wow.
you know.
That, that.
So when I left Ghana, I decided, you know what, let's do something bigger and something more substantial.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so we decided to put on this festival called Hands Across Africa.
Okay.
And in Hands Across Africa, what we're doing, it's a philanthropic effort
Mm-hmm.
with music.
Respect.
So what we're doing is we're going to 10 African countries,
10 African
10
countries.
African countries.
Respect that.
And what I have done is I've registered my charity in as many of these countries as I could. So a portion of the proceeds that come out of the continent, out of the festival,
Mm-hmm.
goes directly to the charity to do work
Wonderful.
on the ground in Africa.
Thank you.
So
That,
far, we have the charity registered in South Africa, Ghana, I think Gambia, and Namibia.
wow.
And we
Wonderful.
plan to register it in the other countries. But wherever
Yeah.
we cannot register it, what we're
Yeah.
going to do is we're going to partner with vetted not for profits on the ground who are already doing the community work.
Yeah.
Because you see, Rastaman, we've been singing about Africa for a very long time.
Thank you.
But plenty people just come to Africa, play, take the
Yeah.
money, and they leave.
Definitely.
And that does not help the country or the people.
Mm-hmm. Right.
We've been talking about it a long time, and I figure, we now is about time
Mm-hmm.
to let our words and our actions be the same.
Thank you.
So I
Respect.
was able to call up a couple of brothers
Mm-hmm.
and ask them if they would come.
Wow.
But I have to tell you something,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how many people know, but I'm going to tell you now. Might be the first time.
Please, interesting.
People are hearing it. Is the dates we had originally set for the Hands Across Africa Festival. We were
Mhm.
supposed to start April 2nd in South Africa.
Okay.
But
April
what has
2nd.
happened since is when
Mhm.
I came to Africa last year, there
Mhm.
was not a vaccination mandate across the country,
Mhm.
across the continent.
Continent, yeah.
All you needed was a negative test.
Test, PCR.
But now it's been mandated in quite a few countries that everybody needs vaccination
Sure.
to come. So what
Mhm.
we're working on right now is
Mhm.
speaking with the government to see where we can get, on
Mhm.
religious grounds,
Mhm.
a pass
Thank
to come true without a
you.
vaccination.
Thank you.
So that has slowed things down a little bit.
Mhm.
So what we have decided to do now is to
Mhm.
start the festival in June.
June. Okay.
The
Instead of
festival,
April, June. Mhm.
yes, so the fest because we needed time to get new musicians
Mhm.
to substitute for the brothers who couldn't make it because you can't ask people to vaccinate if they don't want to.
No,
You
definitely.
know, so
Mhm.
respecting everybody's wishes, we
Mhm.
decided the best way forward was to push the date around, get some
Perfect.
different musicians, and work it
Good.
slightly different. But the
Mhm.
artists are still there. Everything is in place. It's
Wow.
not a postponement. It's just an
Yeah.
adjustment because of the whole pandemic business.
Respect that.
You
This
know?
is good.
Yeah,
This
man.
is good.
So the countries are South Africa,
Yeah.
Namibia,
Mhm.
Botswana,
Wow.
Zambia,
Wow.
Zimbabwe,
Mhm.
um, Malawi,
Yeah.
Tanzania,
Mhm.
Kenya,
Yeah.
Gambia, Senegal, and Ghana.
Vicky, this is wonderful. I'm from Senegambia, so I would love to know the link. Who is your link in Senegambia? Tell me.
We in Gambia,
Uh-huh.
we're dealing with a brother called Basambo Drame,
Basambu
and
Jami.
Basambo is a
Mhm.
union leader.
Wicked.
He's a lawyer and he's very active on the ground.
Wow.
Um, as a
Mhm.
matter of fact, the stadium where they had the festival, I think one Jamaican brother was there not too long ago. It's actually
Pap,
out of his
Pap,
window, you can see the stadium.
Pap Gan is there. Yeah,
Yeah,
was
I
there.
think that was a brother. I think it was Popcorn.
Yeah.
And from this brother's apartment, we can see the stadium. you know.
Wow.
So
Mhm.
all of it is being worked out. We're doing it more from a diplomatic standpoint
Respect. Wow.
because I
Thank
travel
you.
with a diplomatic passport,
Respect that.
you know.
Thank
So we're doing it from a diplomatic standpoint because we need
you.
the governments
Big time.
to
Yeah.
play a role
This.
in what we're doing,
Mhm.
you know. And
Mhm.
and I don't know if your audience is aware, but if they are not, and some of them may be, that
Mhm.
last year we had the African Caribbean Summit,
Wow. Okay.
in
Well,
which the diaspora and the continent are trying to come together as a collective.
respect
We're
that.
trying to shorten the runs so you don't have to leave the Caribbean and go to Europe to come to Africa. You can just leave the Caribbean and go to Africa directly.
Okay. Directly.
And certain things were put in place. So what we're doing as Rasta people is
Respect
picking
that.
up on that vibration
Yeah.
and making it happen because it's us the people who make things happen all the time.
No, big respect. Thank you.
So yeah, man. So
That's a that's
that's
a that's a big heavy project. 10 countries in Africa to do a reggae festival there. This is it's a blessings, definitely. But it involved lots of work. So
yeah.
what are the challenges? What are the difficulties for you as a ambassador, please? Tell
The challenges, the
me
challenges,
the hardest part of it.
the challenges
Apart
is
from the vaccine, that them they're different thing. But
yeah.
now musical, how to put it in a real way, professional way. What is the biggest challenge inside that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this: I
Hmm.
was truly surprised, and happily so,
Hmm.
that the people we spoke to in the countries understood what we were trying to achieve.
Thank you.
You know, so
Hmm.
there was nobody, no, nobody was fighting the idea. You
Perfect.
know, the idea of taking more than half of all the proceeds that you make on a country and giving it back to the country,
People, yeah.
something that was very welcome.
Apart from Bob Marley, we didn't had that. So to come up with that, it's a great something. Respect.
No, man, no, no. It's about time. Now is the time because, as you know, Ghana has been, and the rest of the continent has been speaking about the decade of the return,
Thank you.
you know,
Repatriation.
and we want our Caribbean people and our people in the diaspora to realize that,
Mm-hmm.
The continent needs them and they need the continent.
Big time.
Now, unless you get there, you don't realize that you need the continent,
Yeah.
you know, because what the
Definitely.
continent has to offer, nobody
Yeah.
else can offer it,
Thank you.
you
Like
know.
Bob Marley will say, plenty lands is there still,
Yeah,
for
man.
me and
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. So,
Oh.
so what is unique about what we're doing? For
Mm-hmm.
one, it's not just a reggae festival,
Mm-hmm.
though some of the main acts are reggae artists, but it's
Mm-hmm.
a music festival
Respect that.
because we want to give
Mm.
respect to the traditional music of all the countries that we go to, and we
Wonderful.
don't want to impose reggae on anybody,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So it's
Thank you.
a musical festival, but
Festival, yeah.
also
Mm-hmm.
accompanying the festival
Mm-hmm.
is an expo.
Charity inside.
So what we're doing is a virtual expo for the
Mm-hmm.
countries that cannot come. So for example, when we're in South Africa, there'll
Mm-hmm.
be booths. So the government and ministries of culture and
Mm-hmm.
ministries of education
Mm-hmm.
can show their people what it is that they have to offer as a country.
Thank you.
But also what
Mm-hmm.
they get to do is
Mm-hmm.
during the performances,
Mm-hmm.
you get to see a 2 3 minute video from those
Mm-hmm.
countries to let the world know what those countries have to offer.
Thank you.
You
Good
know,
thing.
for
Thank
example, I was saying to somebody the other day,
you. Mm-hmm.
we all know of the Great Wall of China,
Thank you.
but we don't know of the Great Wall of Benin, which is
Benin.
6 times the size of the Great Wall of China.
I don't know it either.
You see,
Say it again,
you dig
please.
what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
We all know about the Great Wall of China as
Thank
African people
you. Oh
and
yeah,
as old
we have.
people, but we
Hmm.
don't know about the Great Wall of Benin,
I don't know it either.
6 times the size of the Great Wall of China.
Wow.
You dig?
No.
So, I mean, people don't know that 60% of the cocoa comes from.
Finishing with you, I have to go beside that and check.
No, man, but that's what I want you to do.
I don't know. Thank
You know,
you.
what I want people to know too is the cocoa and all the chocolate they eat come from the Ivory Coast and Ghana.
Yeah. Thank
You
you.
know,
Hmm.
civilization, for what I understand, speaking to my brothers in Botswana, was founded that civilization actually started in Botswana.
A minute. I come to you. I have to just plug in the battery.
No, man, go ahead, do your thing. I'm waiting for you. Well, I have a little bit of my cream of wheat.
Yes, I. Botswana. Big up everybody I tune in. I'm gonna play that music in the meantime.
I open too soon, then comes the next rush. Uncertain to lose another virus. It's alright to come out slowly. It's alright to bend the curve. And will history see you clearly for your greed and not your verve? My water is steady, no need for testing. No, if you come on your late, losing investments. The siren is on a crisis. The siren is on a crisis.
Pull up. I'm gonna stop it right there. We're coming back with the thing called crisis. Big up everybody are watching and tuning. Sorry for cutting you there. So I
No,
have
man.
to feed my laptop battery. Yeah, so it was very interesting. It's like the cocoa, like Ghana, and then the chocolate. We are eating them. We don't know that even is coming out there. Tell us some more.
Yeah,
And the
well,
Congos.
I mean, the thing is, there's so much to tell about the continent that we as people don't even know. I mean, there are people who live in those very countries that don't even know what the countries have to offer,
Mhm,
you know? So what
mhm.
we're hoping to do is expose Africa to the world. I had a meeting with the Namibian ambassador, and she was
Thank you.
telling me how excited she is
Mhm.
to let the world know about Namibia,
Wow.
you know?
Mhm,
So we have an active audience
mhm.
of 80 million people who will be watching this thing
Thank
for
you.
the internet. So
Wow.
let me tell you how this works. We
Please.
only work the weekends.
Mhm,
So we're only working on Saturdays.
mhm.
And the rest of the week, the countries that we're in, we're going to go paint a school, help, you know, put up a fence, give
Yeah.
some money to whoever needs it from what we've raised. you know,
Yeah.
um,
Mhm.
feed some people, buy some sewing machines. You know,
Respect.
these are the kinds of things we're planning to do.
This is literally giving it back to the people.
Yeah, we're
So
literally giving it back. And the intention is not, the intention is for this to be, it's a 5-year project as it stands now.
mhm.
So, 2023 we're coming, 24 we're coming, 25 we're coming, 26 we're coming, 27 we're coming.
Wow. Okay.
This way,
So
this
this is
way,
the first part. This is the part one.
this is part
Hands.
one. Yeah,
It's the
this
part
this
one.
is the Virgin flight.
Perfect.
You know,
Hmm. Hmm.
so this is part one,
It's a
and
blessing.
the intention is to have it continue.
Oh, why not? Definitely. It's a good, solid project. So, and you make the governments get involved. It's kinda in a highest level. Wouldn't be just like Rastaman party in the ghetto. This is like.
But it's still a restaurant party. It's just uptown now.
Wow. Thank you.
Yeah,
We take it in a different level. Respect that, elder.
yeah,
Thank you.
man, yeah, yeah. But
So,
that is what's unique about what it is that we're doing
mhm,
is we're giving the continent a chance and the diaspora to show the world what it is that they have and what is unique about them.
mhm,
For example, the
yeah.
place where I come from, St. Lucia,
Hmm.
has the most Nobel Prize winners per capita in the world. In a
Okay.
in a, in a, in a, s- in a country of 238 square miles only, and a
Wow.
population of 180 people,
Hmm.
we have Sir Arthur Lewis for economics, and we
Wow.
have Derek Walcott
Respect.
for poetry.
Cool.
You dig? Now a lot of people don't know that.
I don't
So
know it.
yeah, you know, they don't know. Let me tell you something else about where I come from.
Please.
We were fought over 14 times. 14 times, 7 times the British won and 7 times the French won.
Hmm.
So we speak English and a French patois,
Wow.
you know. So
Hmm.
these are the little things we want people to know about every country. It's not just,
St.
come
Lucia.
for tourism and sit in the sun and drink rum and coconut water.
Hmm.
We want people to know about the struggles of these countries and what it is they have done to
Wow.
liberate themselves from that colonial mindset, you
Wow.
know. So yeah, man.
Wonderful. I meet like some one, two beautiful people from St. Lucia. One is Lenny. She's a good sister. She was living in Vienna, but I think now she's back in St. Lucia. And just last weekend we had a party, a birthday party, and a girl came in. She was from St. Lucia. So that in Vienna, that is in Austria. It's not a lot, but from time to time you see somebody from that area. It's a blessing. It's good to
Yeah, because
know
it's a small country,
peaceful people.
so we
Yeah.
have not spread our wings as
Wow.
much as other people, but we've made significant moves when we have gone.
Respect that. Thank you. So this festival, I'm still with the festival before we come to the music area because we don't reach that yet. But to the festival, which I found very interested personally because I'm here in Europe for years, over 15 years now, and then these are the little things we try to do. I try to do some festival here, like this coming summer. I wanna do like 3 festivals, but they are like more kind of connect to the social thing too because they are free festivals. People can come in, musicians play in bands, and we provide children programs and things. And the whole dream, as we walking, you will like one day it reach out to Africa. And then I'm like, okay, I would love to make something in Africa. And then you people, you exactly from Caribbean, you reach out Africa and you doing something like that, a reggae festival in Gambia. It's a blessings, and I would love to have that connect in the future. If I'm doing something, I'm gonna get to you back and let you know about my own project. So it's a great something, yeah, really. And then let's go to the musical career now, because the name itself, I try to pronounce it. I'm like TJ, TAJ. Can you pronounce it for me, please? And the list,
Taj,
Taj, Taj. Okay,
Taj Weeks
Taj Weeks. Is that your real name or is just the artist name, please?
is my name. Is my name. Is my
I
name.
don't know St. Lucia people, so I would love
No,
to know. Is that
it's
the real
it's
name from St.
yeah, it's my
Lucia
name.
or wow, blessings. Okay, cool. So you use it as your artist name same time.
Well, I'm the same person. The artist and me is the same person. You
Thank
know,
you.
I
Hmm.
tell people, I don't live a fragmented life. I am
Wow.
the artist. I am the humanitarian. I am the
Respect.
father. I am the husband. I am the friend. It's
Thank
just
you.
one person, you know?
God. Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Respect that. So tell us something about your musical journey, musical career, how it started.
Wow. Well,
Yes.
I mean, I am the last of 10 children. Um, and what we did when I was growing up as a little boy for entertainment in the night is we would
Mm-hmm.
line up in the living room and sing to my parents. And then my father would get up at the end of the night and he would sing to us.
Papa.
And that's kind of how we started. We sang in the house, we sang in school, we sang in church.
Yeah.
And then we got a little group together, three of my older brothers and myself, and we
Yeah.
sang in whatever little stage shows we can find, you
Wow.
know. And it just kind of started like that, you know. I went
Res-
to school, sang in the school band, you know, and then I
res-
left. I left St. Lucia to move to Canada to go to school,
wow. Thank you.
and I went to. I stayed in Canada for a minute and did some of that, and then I moved to New York,
Thank you.
um, and I started a band.
Wow.
What we used to do was the way I started was I used to sing pre-recorded music in restaurants, you know.
Wow.
And one day, a brother came in the restaurant and he said to me there was a show happening called The Future of Reggae, and he wanted to know if I would be willing to be part of it. And I
Wow.
said yes, but I needed a band and I didn't have a band, so I went to this studio,
Yeah.
um, and the drummer
Yeah.
when I made my first recording was Glenn Washington.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Glenn Washington played on my first recording as a drummer
Wow.
because he
That's a
wasn't really
blessing.
a singer so much then; he was just a drummer.
Drama, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
So yeah, man. So Glenn played on my first recording,
Wow.
because Glenn was part of Gregory Isaac's band,
Right.
you
Right.
know.
Right.
So yeah, so I started the first recording, and then I went into
But that was Gregory band that you did the first recording with, or only Glenn was there as a drum
no
player?
man, the whole band.
Oh, respect.
Yeah, the band. Yeah,
That's cool.
because the person who was my manager was
Wow.
also doing some work with them,
Wonderful.
you know.
That's a great
So
start. You start with a great musician for your first recording. It's a
yeah,
blessing, definitely. Yeah. Cool.
so yeah,
And
so
then,
we played the show, and when the show was done, sitting in the dressing room, the musicians, some before went on before me, and some who came after me, we started reasoning, and I said I didn't have a band. So the brother said, "Well, whenever you put a band together, consider us." So I called up a couple guys from the band before and the one after, and we came together and we started rehearsing and playing,
wow.
you know. And we played the local circuit in New York, um, and then we started getting a little more regional. And then in 2005, we went in the studio and recorded our first album called Hope and Doubt,
Hope.
you know? And I call the album Hope and Doubt because I was hopeful, but everybody else was doubtful.
Yeah.
They were
Wow.
saying, "Are you going to leave a fine job, 9 to 5, to go do music?" And I said, "Yeah, well, I always did music,
Yeah.
you know?"
Definitely.
So we did the first album 2005 and we started, traveling further. And we started getting to California and, doing all the festivals. And in 2008, I went back in the studio and made a second album called The Idem.
The item.
Yeah. You know how I say Taff and them is the Idem, all
The
of them
item.
people. Yeah. So
Okay.
the second album was called The Idem.
Item. The item.
Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
And 2010, I think the
Wow.
albums are behind me, if you could see them on the wall.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I
So
see it.
that's the item right here.
Wow.
This one is Hope and Doubt.
Respect.
This one on
Open.
the other end here, the red one
Wow.
is a Waterlog Soul Kitchen 2010.
Respect.
All right. Then the one below there is Pariah in Transit.
Wow.
Um, then the one up in the corner is Love Urban Reggae.
Oh,
And the next one on this side, sorry, this one
wow.
is 2018, To All My Relations. And then
Wow.
last year we released another album called Pause.
Okay. What's the name? What's the title album of the album?
Pause.
Falls. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wonderful. This is good. Like 6 or 7 albums is
Yeah,
almost out
yeah, man.
already.
So we have 7 albums.
Wow.
And we've basically played every festival, all over. We've been working hard and traveling and touring.
Hmm.
I left my band after To All My Relations.
Hmm.
Um, and the last album, Pause, was done without them.
Okay.
Um, and I just finished the next album.
Hmm.
So we have another album coming out soon.
Wonderful.
So yeah,
Thank
man,
you.
that's basically the journey.
Yeah. So before music you was doing 9 to 5. What type of 9 to 5 was this? To see you now as a ambassador. Tell me what was you doing with the necktie before?
I was a librarian.
Liberian. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
So you're good in reading and then checking books then.
Yeah, well, it's the only way we get to know things if we read books. You know what I mean?
I'm
There's
bad then
TV,
because I don't
TV.
read. I try to listen more.
Well, you know what I mean. Look, they have audio books now,
Yeah.
so you can play
Thank
the
you.
book and listen to it. You
Perfect.
know,
Thank
but
you.
it's crucial
Hmm.
that we look because there's a lot of gems hidden between those letters and in those
Hmm.
pages.
Right.
It's absolutely critical that we do reading because we cannot move forward. As you can see, my little
Hmm.
library on the side. Well, this side. You see it?
Respect.
This side is
That-
back
yeah.
to front. Right there, sir.
I saw
I have
it.
a little. That's just my office space. But it's
Respect.
absolutely critical that we read, man. As a people, we need to read because lots of
Hmm.
our stories are hidden in there, and the people who know them won't tell us. Because
Respect.
listen,
Hmm.
the people who have brainwashed us to
Hmm.
hate ourselves is
Yeah.
not going to unbrainwash us to love ourselves.
No, man.
So
Definitely.
we have to find that by ourselves,
Yeah.
you know.
Thank
And
you. Hmm.
sometimes closing your eyes and
Hmm.
seeking inspiration doesn't
Hmm.
exactly give you the clarity you need
Thank
because there were people who came before you
you.
who have knowledge about our lives, who
Hmm.
have
Hmm.
them written in books. So we
Hmm.
have to read them as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Good. All right, cool. I do listening more, but I will take time to read songs. Thank you, respect. And then tell me about that the journey to the ambassador now, to the United Nations ambassador as a musician, a Rasta man.
Well,
I think so
it's
few
just the work.
Rastas are coming to the United Nations now. Tell me about that.
No, well,
How
it's listen. I have been doing charity work from the time I started playing music
thank you.
because I thought it was absolutely necessary to give back.
It's part of you,
You
yeah.
know, I don't think um, words without works is nothing at all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Because we just talk plenty and we
Yeah.
say stand up for Africa and feed your brother, but when you get a change, you buy five more cars.
Hmm.
You know, or
Hmm.
your house is so big you can't find your kitchen.
No. Hmm.
Well, you know what I mean? To me, it was necessary to give back,
Thank you.
um, and I've
Hmm.
always done it.
Thank you.
So in 2007,
Hmm.
UNICEF called me and asked me if I'd be willing to be, you know, the goodwill, I mean, the children's champion, the ambassador
Yeah.
for St. Lucia and Eastern
Respect.
Caribbean. And I said yes. So we
Okay.
met in New York City. We sat down, we spoke about it, and
Wow.
they gave me the title. And
Wonderful.
2 years ago, because we continue to do the work, the
Work.
government
That,
of St. Lucia found it necessary to make me the good ambassador for St. Lucia and give me
respect.
a diplomatic passport.
Respect.
You know,
Thank
so it's just the
that.
works. We've just been doing the works, and we've been doing the works for a very long time.
Thank you, my brother. Good thing. I'm gonna continue playing this video for the listeners out there, and when we talk, when we come, we say some more. It's called Crisis. People enjoy this video in the meantime, and we live in a world crisis, so we say. I hope soon it comes the next wave. Dark side of the moon, no death play. It's alright to come out slowly. It's alright to bend the curve. And with history, see clearly. For your freedom and of your birth. Just say don't need testing. If you come on too late, we'll lose investments. But a siren is a sign of Christ. Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there. We don't have a good sound quality, but go check that song on all digital platforms. It's called Crisis. Don't know. The video is in YouTube. Wonderful something. Stefani said the video is echoing, so I have to stop it right there because we don't want no bad sound, you know. But through the program we use in StreamYard, it's not a good audio sound coming. But just advice, go check that song. It's called Crisis. A big, big song. Wonderful video. Yes, I brother. Respect artist. Touch.
Yes, man.
Thank you. Good thing. So you fly into Africa. That's the you are on the journey to Africa. For how long?
Yeah, we get to South Africa on Sunday.
Hmm.
We have to meet with the Zulu chief, the
Wow.
Zulu king. Sorry, not chief, Zulu king.
Hmm.
When he's giving his blessing on the hands across Africa.
Wow.
We're meeting with the Ethiopian ambassador
Hmm.
and some people in South Africa. But we're going to
Hmm.
Namibia. Um, the intention is to meet with the president in Namibia.
Respect.
Then we go to Botswana.
Hmm.
Then we have in South Africa, we're meeting with the chief,
Hmm.
John Kondawe.
Wow. Hmm.
Uh,
Thank
he is a chief in Tanzania.
you.
So we're
Tanzania.
meeting with him to discuss tightening up everything.
Respect.
Then we go to Zimbabwe.
Hmm.
We have a meeting with the first lady.
Wow.
And then we fly to Ghana. We're
Wow.
meeting with the vice president.
Respect.
You know,
Hmm.
so the vice president is supportive of what it is that we're doing. So it's just
Yeah.
everybody give us their blessings, so we can do
Respect.
the works.
More blessings. Yes,
You know.
right. That's a great something, definitely. So you're gonna be there till the festival time in June,
Yeah, we're
South.
staying. We're staying.
Okay, cool.
We'll leave South Africa on March the 20 something,
Uh-huh.
um, because we have to meet with the vice president in Ghana,
Wonderful.
and then we stay in Ghana. But I mean, we're gonna be in South Africa. We'll be doing TV and radio, so we
Video.
can push the message. You know,
Good thing.
we're meeting with a group called SARA, which is the
Yes.
South African Roadies Association.
Hmm.
These are the audio engineers in South Africa.
Wow.
We're gonna see
Hmm.
what it is we can do to help them.
Hmm.
We're meeting with certain people in Kenya
Respect.
um, to help because there's some sex workers in Kenya,
Hmm.
and the sex life can only last between 3 and 5 years, and when that's done,
Hmm.
life becomes extremely difficult for them. So we're gonna try to give them a second chance in life.
Thank you.
Teach them how to cook, teach them how to sew, teach them how to do different things, so they can
Respect.
find a way to take care of their families. So we're gonna be doing a lot of little projects.
Wow.
You know,
Hmm.
we're also working on something where we're asking artists to show us
Hmm.
the Africa they want the world to see.
Hmm. Thank you.
Not the Africa they show us, but there's always one fly on somebody's face that never
Yeah.
goes away. I don't know if you've seen that one. I always see every time they show me some little hungry child in Africa. I
Hmm.
don't know if it's a mechanical fly, but that fly never move.
Really,
Child
huh?
always have a fly on his face, and I don't, your brethren.
Yeah.
If a fly rests on anybody's face, the first thing
Mhm.
you do is chase the fly away.
Yes, they normally, yeah, it shouldn't
Yeah, but
stay.
them fly never fly away, and the people never chase it. So I don't know if it's a fly they add on after.
Hmm.
Because I'm always wondering how come a fly on your face and you won't chase it off.
No.
But that these
Even the
flies are put
kids,
there.
they good, they pass with that, you know. The
Yeah,
kids.
so these flies are put there so people could send them donations.
Hmm.
But we want people to see the Africa that they don't see on TV. We
Thank
want
you.
them to see that Rwanda is the cleanest city, it's the cleanest
Hmm.
country in the world.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you.
we
It
want people to
makes
see
sense.
that.
Like you say, we can still do our charity support or ask for charities in a way, not to say that we are suffering or whatever. It's like you say, the fly is always on the face. So the positive part of Africa and still help is needed, but you cannot say it's like it's totally bad out there. It cannot be like that. Yeah.
No man. Yeah, listen, I've been to Africa, I went to Morocco, I've been to Egypt,
Hmm.
I went to Ghana,
Hmm.
you know, and the story I was told is not what the story is.
Hmm.
For example, I went to Cuba,
Hmm.
and when I got out of Cuba, I realized the power of propaganda.
Hmm.
because Cuba was nothing like what they told me. Cuba was the safest place I had ever been. I was
Okay.
walking around Cuba at 3 o'clock in the morning, my wife and myself, with no
Yeah.
worries about anything at all.
Sure.
And I went into all areas
Mm-hmm.
and met nobody who was angry and upset. But the way they tell it to me about Cuba is like, the Cuba is so dread, and Cuba is a wonderful place, man.
Wow.
You know,
Thank you.
Cuba is a wonderful place. Ghana is an incredible place. You know,
Right.
and I know
Mm-hmm.
South Africa and Gambia. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
look, you don't need things to be happy. You just need love.
Peace.
You
Thank you.
know,
Mm-hmm.
so just because you have the internet and
Mm-hmm.
you have a million things available to you through Amazon doesn't make you any happier than anybody else. We just need to give people ways to take care of themselves, ways to feed their family, and to give them what is rightfully theirs. Because let me tell you something. I was in Paris 3 years ago, and there was a certain part in Paris where there were lots of tents.
Tense.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, and there
Mm-hmm.
were there were brothers and sisters living in the tents, some
Sure.
African brothers. And I did an interview on one French national radio, and the brother asked me if I had seen the tents and what it is I thought about the tents. I said, yeah, I saw the tents, but it looked like our brothers and sisters have just come home. So he said to me, what do you mean? What happens in Africa, especially in the French countries? A lot of these African French countries have to send millions of dollars to France every year because
Right.
that is how the arrangement is set up.
Thank
You
you.
know, so if I'm sending all this money to France, that means that money is not staying on ground. So I cannot help my people with it. So when the brothers from the francophone countries in Africa come to Paris, they just come in to enjoy the money because they sent the money to France.
Yeah.
You dig? So if we as African countries don't have to pay Europe for them colonizing us, we leave a
Thank
lot
you.
more money on the ground. Let me explain another thing to you about the francophone countries. The francophone countries in Africa do business in francs, but France does business in euros. So
Okay.
anytime somebody in Africa, in a francophone country, is starting to tell the people and rebelling against France, France stops printing money.
Okay.
You dig? So now there's no money in the country, and you're getting upset with your leader, but it's not your leader's fault.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You, you know?
Thank you. Mm-hmm.
So these are the things we want people to know, man. And when they tell us how corrupt Africa is, we have to remember that their countries existed before Africa, and they're the most corrupt ones. But they
Right.
only tell you what they want to tell you.
Thank you.
So let's talk music.
Thank you. No, this very important is history. And I find it very interesting because last time I don't know, I talked to many artists through Stefan connect me many already. But my brother from Haiti was telling me same story, like Haiti have to pay lots of ransom to France, and even today, they have to pay kind of the tax out there.
Yeah,
Say, but
it's
they
a
have
good word.
freedom, they
It's
have to.
ransom. Ransom. We've been paying ransom for a very long time.
Okay, well, okay. Yeah, that's a brother. He said, I think we a leadership problem rather than individual people. To be honest, Sana Samate, to be honest, quite of
To be
some
honest,
rural
quite
areas
rural
are
areas are beyond it.
imaginations.
I
The
guess that's what I
quite
see.
number of our people are living under less than $2 a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that truly is true. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but what I'm trying to say about the leadership is that
Mm-hmm.
what you see
Mm-hmm.
from the ground about leadership
Mm-hmm.
is sometimes not the mechanics of leadership.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you
Mm-hmm.
don't know that your government is being put under pressure to pay ransom.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's get it straight. They are corrupt leaders. Yes, they are corrupt leaders.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
but the people who colonized us taught us the
Mm-hmm.
habits, and some of us have followed them, and we have to move away from that idea. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, you
Mm-hmm.
know, the big people in Europe and in the
Mm-hmm.
Americas,
Mm-hmm.
They pull the strings and tell our leaders how to function.
Yeah.
You know,
Def-
our
mhm.
leaders are only puppets in their game.
Big time.
You
Hmm.
know, so the
Hmm.
people have to realize that it's not always the leaders that are bad, but the people who control the leaders.
Hmm. Thank you. We vote
They-
for them. We voting them in and out.
Yeah,
So we play a
I
big
mean,
role.
take this stuff. Prime example: we took out Patrice Lumumba.
Hmm.
You know, to put in people who were puppets for the
Hmm.
European governments.
Thank you.
You
Hmm.
know, so
Hmm.
yes, our leaders are corrupt.
Hmm.
Yes, I know
Hmm.
all this. But when you
Hmm.
start looking for corruption, the
Hmm.
corruption other places as well. It's not
Thank
only Africa that's corrupt, you
you. Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
And we're
Right.
learning from what they taught us because they taught us Christopher Columbus was a hero. They
Yeah.
taught us Francis Drake was a hero. And all
Hmm.
these people did was kill us and
Hmm.
brutalize us,
Big time. Mhm.
you know.
Definitely. Hmm. Thank you. Yes, my brother. It's a music. Let's go back to music. This topic will never end.
Yeah, well, I
We can,
mean, I
and
mean,
I'm happy. I'm happy,
sorry,
Pastor.
sorry, go ahead.
No, no, I won't cut you. I'm like, I just say I'm happy to talk to you. You as a UN the ambassador out there. It's a blessing. We need to talk about the matters of Africa, and you people are the people out there to tell you what I will like to tell you right now. And me, as a I have nowhere. No, I'm at nowhere right now. But this is a serious topic. I think is very important for Africa because the north part of Africa, even not the north part, what is very serious right now and is happening in the west side of Africa. This is, if you know the country called Mauritania. You know this country?
Mauritania?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mauritania, even today, my ambassador, as we talking, they're slaving black people like before, them days. So it's happening in the west side of Africa right now as we talking, like this. You go to Libya, will be same thing, like, okay, people are using it as a transit to come in. But for Mauritania, this is part of their culture and the way they are living. From them, they still today we are talking, they are using black people as slaves. And you people have to help us in the diplomatic way that something has to change when it comes to that. Mauritania is very serious, my brother.
But man, listen, I am not telling you that Africa doesn't have its share of problems.
Hmm.
Yes, it does. But we're living in 2020, and there's still people living with, you know, $2 a day,
Hmm.
and the continent is still the richest continent. Period.
Hmm.
So there's mismanagement and there's misguidance, and
Hmm.
it doesn't require a lot of work. But
Hmm.
I'm saying this again: if I
Yes.
am living
Hmm.
very well by
Hmm.
keeping you down, I will
Hmm.
not teach you how to get out of that.
Hmm.
So there's a system in place that's keeping us where we are. And
Hmm.
we are the people have to realize that and change it.
Change it. Hmm.
And that's what we're trying to do with Hands Across Africa. But
Yes,
we're
sir.
not teaching our brothers, we're not giving our brothers fish. We're coming
Hmm.
them to teach them how to fish so they
Thank
can take care of themselves.
you. Hmm.
Because, I mean, there's a line in the song, and I know you
Hmm.
know that song, Bob Marley said, when you
Hmm.
have to get some food, your brother have to be your enemy.
Yeah.
But we want there
Hmm.
to be enough food for everybody so my brother doesn't have to be my enemy because I have to
Yeah.
eat.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
there's enough on the
Yeah.
continent where we all
Yeah.
can eat and we can all eat well.
Thank you.
But,
Um.
countries prosper by keeping us down.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we in the diaspora, we the
Hmm.
musicians, we the
Hmm.
singers and play of instrument,
Hmm.
have to do the work to
Hmm.
enlighten the people so we can move forward.
Hmm.
Because
Thank you.
what is the use if you have a platform and you can
Hmm.
enlighten your people and you don't do it? You're wasting the platform,
Big time. Definitely.
you know.
Hmm.
And I need to say this to you, as a disc jockey, a
Hmm.
selector.
Hmm.
Selectors have a very important role
Thank you. Hmm.
because they are the ones who enlighten the people,
Hmm.
and let the people know what it is they need to hear. So
Hmm.
if we're playing slackness and we're only
Hmm.
talking about people who are bleaching their skin
Hmm.
and who's fighting who and who's not, then
Hmm.
the narrative we're putting forward is a bad one. We have to
Hmm.
let people know about the positive and do away with the negative completely.
Thank you. Hmm. Yes, I.
Yeah, man.
Good. Like the brother commented, to not hope. It's a serious thing. Me personally, I would say same thing because the unity, unity. I don't know. We are totally kind of. I don't know how to put ourselves together. This is the most difficult and a very important thing. When we are united, we are strong. But to unite ourselves, my brother, this is a difficult thing.
No,
that
no,
is.
but I explained to you why we can't be united, Because dig this. I have a family, you have a family, right?
Mhm,
We live on a place that has enough for all of us to eat.
mhm,
But the guy who control it,
mhm.
he give us just
Half,
a little piece to eat,
half.
both of our families. Now I need
Yeah,
to feed my family and you need to feed your family. So we're going to fight.
yeah,
You dig? We're going to fight because we want to feed our families. But the brother
yeah.
who's controlling it knows that there's sufficient for all of us to have.
Mhm,
So you and I have to realize that we have no war
mhm,
except the one that we've been given.
mhm,
And we have to come together,
mhm,
though it will be difficult to
mhm,
overcome because we both have the same enemy. What the man make you see is make you believe that I am your enemy
mhm,
and make me believe that you're my enemy. But you and I are not enemies.
mhm.
We're just being
Thank
put in a bad situation and we're trying to get out of it.
Yeah, yes, I. Thank you. I'm gonna continue play this song when we come. Let's talk more music. I hope you have some more time for me. Like next, let's say 20 minutes. You good?
Yeah, man, I got 20 minutes.
All right, cool. So we're gonna be with you the next 20 minutes. Let me play this video, Crisis. Enjoy this song.
Crisis, truth denies, we see you clear.
It's called Crisis. I'm gonna stop it right there because they told me sound quality no best and we no play with sound. So I'm gonna stop it right there. Remember Live and Direct TJ there. Thing called Let's Talk. Big up everybody are tuning. Big up Big Brother Sana Samate. Thank you for contributing and your comments is Donna Hop, Big up Smith. Everybody are tuning. African Reggae Vibration, Stefan, you there, Katarina, everybody out there, we say love endlessly. Yes, Viara, I see you out there listening. Bisa, Basa, Suba, big up. Everybody are tuning out there, we say love non-stop, you don't know. We there live and direct touch. It's a brother artist all the way from St. Louis. Big up everybody are tuning anywhere you are, we say love endlessly. Thing called Let's Talk. We have sound problems, so I'm not gonna play that sound because it's not sounding good. Yes, TJ, you there? Because it's like the camera is off. I don't know if you're hearing me. Yes, I. Stephanie, I think today that technically I'm not there, but we like some people are hearing also that counts a lot. Any moment from now, I'm gonna be with the brother back. Big up everybody watching anywhere you are. Educative discussion. Thank you, my big brother. Yeah, that's our UN ambassador all the way from St. Louis. Taj is an artist, he's a musician. So it's a blessing that we're having some listening and you people out there tuning. We say thank you for your support. Thing called Let's Talk. Every Wednesdays we keep it alive. 8 p.m. on DJ Taff alongside African Reggae Vibration. You tune in live and direct. Yes, I could play this song, send you. Stephanie, I don't receive songs, but let me go in my email. I don't know if I will see this again, but I was trying to check a song I couldn't. Yeah, big up everybody I tune in. I will blind play some songs for you from the artist if I could find something in the email. Stephanie, there. I don't know. My email didn't show me this one. Let's see. But okay, thank you. Good. I'm gonna play you a song. Let's listen to this how it sounds. Big up everybody. Yes, I remember life and directing called Tag there. I'm gonna play you a song. Listen to this song. It's called What Do You Believe in? Listen to this. How it sound.
curtain. Warm days are peaceful. Leaders kill their people. The earth is burned and scarred. The future's never gone. The lessons in the present. The journey's the exception. Good conquers evil. Only in the sequel. Yeah. Good conquers evil. Tell me, what do you believe in? Tell me, what do you believe in? Tell me, what do you believe in? Tell me, tell me. Fires are for burning, lessons are for learning. Love is such a rebel, hate divides the people. Hope maintains a threat, hopelessness is dead. Courage takes a beating, wouldn't stop resisting. Cause good conquers evil. Power to the people. Say good conquers evil. So tell me, what do you believe in? Tell me, what do you believe in? Tell me, what do you believe in? Tell me, tell me. Greed, lust, wrath, rage, sloth, want, love and hate. Greed, lust, wrath and rage, sloth, want, love and hate. Greed, lust, wrath, rage, sloth, want, love and hate. Greed, lust, wrath, rage, sloth, want, love and hate.
Believe in, go check that song here.
What do you believe in?
Thank you. Yes, I. Big song that a big song, classic reggae music. Go check it. Where can we find these songs? Normally in with digital platforms, everywhere, or you have some
No,
special
man,
place?
everywhere, everywhere.
Thank you. Go check that song. What do you believe in? Don't know good reggae music. That go check it. Go check it. What do you believe in? Yes, tell me something about that song before we proceed. What do you believe in? We all need to believe in something at least. So you have to believe in something.
Well, at some point you have to stop believing. At some point you have to start knowing. Because I don't believe I'm talking to you. I know I'm talking to you. You know?
thank, thank you.
So,
I-
we as Rasta people don't believe, we know.
Mhm. Thank you.
You know? Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in a power that is greater than myself. I know that power exists.
Hmm.
You know? Christians believe. So, we have to get
Yeah,
to a point of knowing. But
yeah.
but that song was from an album called To All My Relations. It's the last
Wow.
album I did with the band.
Wonderful.
Um, I'd written 25 songs between a place called
Hmm.
Standing Rock. So I'll tell you
Wow.
about Standing Rock in North Dakota
Hmm.
in America. We were on tour, and there's a group of
Hmm.
Native American people, the first people on the land,
Okay.
who lived.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, they put them in a reservation. They lived on this
Great.
land, and some capitalist was trying to run
Hmm.
an oil pipeline through their land, and they protested.
Hmm.
And lots of people from all parts of the world went to support them, and I went there,
Perfect.
and it was minus 10 degrees
Cool.
cold.
Wow.
It was extremely cold.
Hmm.
But I went in and I played music for the people and sang with them, you know,
Wow.
and I had an incredible time. And when I left Standing Rock,
Hmm.
I promised everybody that I was going to bring them winter boots.
Wow.
And I left, went to the tour, and when I
Hmm.
got back to New York, I was
Yeah.
getting ready to take the boots back to Standing Rock.
Mhm.
Standing Rock had been burned down to the ground.
Oh.
So I left Standing Rock and I went to Cuba. And between Standing Rock and Cuba, I wrote 25 songs and we put 15 on the album. But
Wow.
there's a song on that album,
Mhm.
apart from What Do You Believe in, called You and I,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And it
You want.
simply says, You and I have no war except the one that we've been given.
Mhm.
And between you and I,
Mhm.
animosity is driven.
Thank you.
But the world outside your window isn't fixed.
Mhm.
And you and I have got to
Mhm.
coexist,
Sure.
you know?
Mhm.
But yeah, but that was the kinds of songs that came out of that period. And What Do You
Mhm.
Believe in was done with my guitar player. So he's singing
Wow.
it. Jeffrey Paulino, he's singing on that with me.
Mhm. Respect that. These people in America, will you call them the Red Indies? Are they the ones they call Red Indies, or is a different tribe?
Yeah, they call, yeah, but they're the native Indians.
Americans.
They're
Okay.
the original people on the ground. You see,
Okay.
when the Americans came,
Mhm.
when the colonizers came
Mhm.
from Europe,
Yeah.
they killed off all the people,
Mhm.
you know, and they
Mhm.
took over the land.
Mhm. Right.
So yeah, these are the native people, and they put the few that were left over in reservations, on
Oh.
reservations in
Mhm.
listen, man,
Mhm.
I tell people that I've been to every state in America,
Respect.
right? And
Mhm.
there's enough land in America to give these people a whole state for themselves.
Sure. Mhm.
Because
Right.
I will drive from New York City to the last place in Buffalo. Um, if I started at the beginning of New York City, it would take me maybe 9, 10 hours to get to the end of it.
Other side. Mhm.
So it's a whole heap of land.
Yeah.
California is even bigger than New York,
Mhm.
you know?
Okay.
So
Mhm.
there's enough land for everybody to live and live comfortably, man.
Yeah.
Because when you drive for hours times and never see nobody.
No, only land. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could
Okay.
give people that land so they could control and they
Mhm.
can grow some food and feed themselves and their families. Because at the end of the day, that's all we really want,
Thank you.
to feed
Big
our
respect.
families and make everybody happy.
Big respect, Ambassador. You think bigger than music, so big respect. Seeing the whole world, the African. We talking about America. What about Asia? Tell me something about Asia. Any
Well, you know what?
project?
I've only been to Hong Kong.
Wow. Okay.
Um, my wife's been to Shanghai and Singapore,
Mhm.
but I haven't gone there yet. I've only been to Hong Kong. You know,
Okay. Cool.
but right now I figure I have to start just focusing on Africa
Africa.
because my
Mama,
intention is
Mama is calling. Okay.
my intention is in the next 2 years when we talk again, I would
Mhm.
be able to tell you that I've been to every country in Africa,
Wow.
and that
That's
is what I would love to do. You
Thank
know.
you. That's a great something. Thank you. Good thing. We go with the music again. This was last year and year before last. Wasn't that much easy, but you managed to record 25 tracks. You record it all, or tell me something about it
No, no,
again.
no. The 25 tracks was for the album you played. That was
Okay,
2018.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Last year we made
Yeah,
I think 12 songs, 12,
12. Okay, 12
and
songs.
we
Yeah,
put out Pause.
that's a lot. That's a lot still. 12 songs. So how was it for you? Not a lot is happening with traveling, and as an ambassador, you are here and there. How was it for you then? This time of the I don't know, the pandemic, I will say.
Well,
Mm.
what we realized as a charity is that um,
Mhm.
people were suffering even more than they were normally. Because
Definitely.
that's why I wrote a song on the Pause
Mhm.
album called Rainstorm. You know,
Mhm.
and the
Then,
Rainstorm says, "Ain't
mhm.
it funny how the rain comes to take and wash away all what you've set aside for a rainy day."
Mhm.
I know when I was growing up, my mother always had a little something set aside,
Mhm.
you know. But
Mhm.
the pandemic was not just a rainy day; it was a rainstorm
Sure.
because it rained endlessly and it didn't stop.
Yeah.
So it made life very difficult for some people. So
Mhm.
what we did as a charity for
Yeah.
St. Lucia is when the pandemic started, we
Mhm.
held a telethon
Mhm.
and we were able to raise some money. And together with the government of St. Lucia,
Mhm.
we bought 94 plane tickets to send our students back to St. Lucia.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank
Then
you.
we sent 200 learning devices so we
Mhm.
could help some children with learning.
Mhm.
And so far, we've sent over 30,000 pounds of food,
That's good. Mhm.
right?
Thank you.
And 2 weeks ago, was 2 weeks, I was in St. Lucia.
Mhm.
We delivered 10,000 masks,
Mhm.
20,000 shields, and
Wow.
36,000 pairs of gloves
Mhm.
to help with the pandemic. So
Yeah.
we've been continuing to work,
Mhm.
even though we
That's
haven't been able to travel,
wow.
but we realize that people are still suffering, and whatever it is that we can do that is within our power, we
Thank
will do to help as many people as we can.
wow. Still with the music, same time recording songs, and then you release an album from that. So it's a blessing. Speak.
Yeah, man.
What are the plans apart from the festival in Africa? The festival in Africa, I will ask for an invitation. I wanna come South Africa. Stephanie was telling me this one time. Say there is a festival in South Africa. I'm like, yo, I would love to go South Africa too, man. So we waiting for your invitation, Taj.
Yeah,
Really.
the continent needs you, so you need to come back home.
No, to tell you, if you don't invite me in South Africa, know that I'm gonna meet you in Gambia.
Well, dig this. We'll start off in Ghana,
Wow,
and we end in South Africa. So
respect.
before it was the other way around. We were starting in South Africa and ending in
Yeah,
Ghana.
Gambia.
So it's the other way around now.
Wicked. That's a blessing. The Gambia date, so everything gonna be now after June, July, August, something like this.
Yeah, you want me to give you the exact dates?
Please, yeah, update the people, because later some people will be watching it and they might be planning to have a visit in Africa, and then this it includes 10 countries, so you can
So
just
this,
have your choice of country where to, huh?
no, go ahead.
Yeah, you just have to have your choice of country where you want to go for a reggae festival. Then you have a great reggae festival in Africa. So please tell us the dates, where and when, how.
So the exact dates are Ghana, the
Yeah.
25th
Wow.
of June,
June. Mhm.
Senegal, the 2nd of July,
Wicked.
Gambia, the 9th of July,
Wonderful.
Kenya, the 16th of July,
Hmm.
Tanzania, the 23rd of July,
Wow.
Malawi, the 30th of July,
Hmm.
Zimbabwe, the 6th
Hmm.
of August,
Hmm.
Venda in South Africa, the 20th of August,
Wow. Hmm.
Johannesburg, the 27th of August,
Hmm.
Durban, the 3rd of September,
Wow.
Cape Town, it's,
Wow.
sorry, I made a mistake.
Yeah, no problem.
Um, After August 6th, Zimbabwe, August 6th,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Venda, August 13th,
Yeah.
Johannesburg,
Hmm.
August 20th,
Hmm.
Durban, August 27th,
Wow.
Cape Town, September 3rd,
Respect.
Nam, uh, Namibia, September 10th,
Wow.
Zambia, September 17th, and Botswana, September 24th.
Big respect. The whole summer you are in Africa, my brother.
Yes.
This is wicked. Till September. Wonderful. So I'm gonna meet you there. If I don't come South Africa, then Gambia on. I don't forget 9 July, huh? Something like this.
Yeah, but we're gonna put out the dates officially as soon as I get to South Africa,
Perfect.
so we can let everybody know what's happening.
Yeah. So give us like two or I don't know, three headliners. What are like, can you tell us apart from yourself, like the ambassador? Can you tell me like three singers, big names like people know already?
Well,
Those who want to see this festival.
Luciano,
Kabbalah, yeah, big. It's the messenger himself. Okay, that's big.
Brinsley Ford.
Wow. Okay, I don't
I,
know.
I, I'm not telling you all the rest. It's a surprise.
All right. Okay, people, go check. And if you wanna get informations about this festival, apart from your site and Maverick, I was talking with Maverick the other day in South Africa, maybe, and somebody. Where can we inform ourselves when it comes to this festival?
There's a Hands
There's
Across
site.
Africa Facebook group.
Wow. Okay.
There's a Hands Across Africa on Facebook, so you can join that and be part of
Hmm.
the conversation.
Perfect. Good.
You
I
know,
will join in. I will join in. Gambia, you reach out before I'm coming, but I'm happy that someone is starting it out there. And you talking about the stadium. My own is on the seaside, so it's apart. I will call on you. Really. Yes, I'm looking forward. That's our blessings, Some reggae festival down in Africa, and check it out from June till September. There is it's called Cross Hands. Cross Hands, yeah?
hands across Africa.
Hands across Africa. Hands across Africa. Give us a meaning. What's the meaning behind that? Hands across Africa. The hands meet in Africa. Tell
Yeah,
us something.
them hands meet in Africa. We hold hands together in Africa.
And whole
We
time.
hold hands collectively as all the people in Africa. We
Thank
hold
you.
hands as the people in the diaspora and the continent and just pull us all together,
Thank
you
you.
know?
It's a blessings.
Because, there's a saying that the more hands we put together, the work gets lighter, So if
Thank
we do
you.
work collectively, then it becomes easier for us.
Thank you. It's a big inspiration, You as an African, down in a Caribbean in St. Lucie, you have this bigger project. Many big African born Africans are there, even artists, but nobody was, going for this. And you as an ambassador African, you doing this is a blessing. So I personally wish you all the best. I know it's not an easy something to organize things like this, and Africa sometimes technically we get weak. But now you involving in the governments inside, then something must should be in order in all the countries. So I wish you all the best in all these countries, that everything as planned. Let it go through. My people out there, help this project, hands across Africa, and let's make it happen. The whole Africa, we have to play the music and support it back home for the people. So big respect, Ambassador.
No, man, I give thanks, but
Yeah,
we need to ask a favor of you as well.
please.
That you do your drop. Let's say you support Hands Across Africa.
Big time.
We will send you what it is we need you to say, and we
Thank
ask
you.
you to encourage as many people as possible because what we're doing is
Mhm.
as many people do it. Whoever does the best one, we give them a free ticket to the show.
Wonderful.
So just
I'm gonna play my big role. I will, I will, I will do my best out there, and then I share it. I say, "Yo, let's go Africa." So everybody, let's fly, go in Africa. It's a blessing. Thank you.
yeah. So listen, before I leave, I just say thanks to a couple of people. I have to thank you
Please.
first of all
Thank you.
because I tell people, we do the work, but we need
Yes.
people to let people know about the work.
Thank you.
And whether you bring on 2 million or one person, we've just taught somebody else about the work.
Thank you.
So we give thanks to you and all the DJs and all the selectors and
Thank you.
everybody puts it out. I need to thank Stephanie for setting this up.
Thank you.
Um, and things are not done individually. There's only so much we can do. So I have an
Yeah.
incredible team of people around me. Maverick and Linda and Pumzi and all the people in South Africa, the people in Ghana, um, the people in Namibia, the people in Gambia. There are too many people to mention. The
Wonderful.
people in Kenya, the
Yeah.
people in Zambia and Zimbabwe. We want to thank everyone who's been
Thank,
putting the effort forward to make this dream a reality.
thank
And
you.
to all the rest of the people, we want to say, keep on keeping on and let your vibes be high always and let
Thank
your
you.
message be forever mighty.
Respect. Yes, I. Thank you. I don't finish. I have a song here. Then I have to play. This will be our last song, and then we come. We will do that final bye bye to the people out there. Thank you all for tuning. Listen this music.
We're underestimating the motivating power of greed. We're underestimating motivating power of greed. Big Pharma don't care about your health care. Big Pharma will kill. There's death awaiting in your pill. Big Pharma insists will bribe your pharmacist.
Pull up. called Big Pharma, Big Pharma. I'm gonna stop it and then ask the artist. It's possible a cappella. We don't hear your voice, you know. I would love to hear
Ah,
you in the mood.
let me grab my guitar.
Please,
Oh,
you know,
hold on.
that will make it very interesting. You know, we hear the voice and hear some instrument playing behind before we go. Big up everybody at tune in Africa Reggae Vibration and Stephanie and the whole crew member you tune in Nanan Club in combination Africa Reggae Vibration. Yeah, tough talking to you alongside Taff live and direct. You
Do me a
tune in.
favor. Do me a favor. Just let me. I'm gonna mute you for a second so I can tune up, and then I'll
Okay,
come forward.
you good. Thank you. Yes, I. Yes, I. Big up everybody out there. It's a love endlessly. Big up. Don't know team called Let's Talk. There with the main man himself, Ambassador Taj, out of ST.LUCIA International. Remember, there's a great festival happening in June till early September this year. It's called Hands Cross Africa Festival. Go update yourself. You're looking forward to visit Africa this year, 2022. Go check that festival. Maybe it's closer to you anywhere. Then go visit Africa. Why not? Yes, I remember live on direct thing called Let's Talk every Wednesdays. We keep it alive from 8 p.m. on. We keep the vibes alive tonight, today. Call it anywhere you are this evening. Tag there live on direct ST.LUCIA. But we tune in New York to Vienna, so we said big up everybody. I tune in anywhere you are. We say love endlessly. I remember my own updates from Vienna. It's like, things from November, the clubbing wasn't happening, but this weekend we started live and direct from 8 in the evening till early morning. So clubs are back to normal, kind of. You don't know. Without the vaccine, it's hard to get in for the capital in the capital Vienna. But for the other cities, you can go in clubs without vaccine. Then things are back to normal. The opening hours are back. So if you in Europe, you are coming to Austria. We are in Vienna. It's called Nanan Club. Come check us. We get best of music for you worldwide. World music. Remember live on direct. Tag there. Yes, I big up everybody out there. Tune in. It's a love. We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Thank you. We love to hear that. I'm gonna get myself out here.
No man, put your back. Put your back.
Do this.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
You ready?
Yeah, made me good. Thank you.
We're underestimating the motivating power of greed. We're underestimating the motivating power of greed. Big Pharma don't care about your health care. Big Pharma will kill. There's death awaiting in your pill. Big Pharma insists we'll bribe your pharmacist. Big Pharma neglects to clearly state them side effects. We're underestimating motivating power of greed. We're underestimating motivating power of greed. Small dose, bigger dose, that leads to an overdose. Mood effect, such regret, here comes that side effect. Underestimating the motivating power of greed.
Yeah. Big Pharma, more fire. Yes, I. I would say it's a great song, and time like this, we need to hear them type of lyrics, good music for the world.
No
As
man,
they run it, the big farmers. Big respect. Thank you. You are the ambassador, so I won't push you into some things, but if not, I'm like, let's talk to them.
I'll play you one more song,
Yeah.
and then I gotta run.
Huh?
I'll play you one more song, and I have to run. Unfortunately, I have something I have to take care of in 5 minutes.
No, we are good. Thank you so much for your time
I'll
and
play you one
energy.
more song. This song was on, I don't remember which album. I think the third album.
Okay. Cool.
Before the war, I had a life. Before the war, I had a wife. Before them bullets fell like rain. For I suffered never-ending pain. Before the war, all seemed right. Before the war, much love and light. Before I was a puppet, before I killed for profit, before someone like me became my enemy. I'll play you the rest.
Zed.
I'll play you the rest another
Thank
time.
you, thank you, thank you. A blaze fire for that. Thanks for that voice and the
Mm.
acoustic. It's a blessing. Thank you for the time and energy. I'm looking forward to meet you in Africa. So
We
looking
give
forward.
thanks. We give
Love.
thanks. Thanks to
Thank you.
Stephanie for setting this up. We'll talk
Thank you.
soon to your audience.
Thank you.
Walk good.
Respect.
Yes,
Same
sir.
thing out there. Much
Yeah, man.
love, more strength, more health, and keep the work going, like you say. Yes, I thank you all for your time and energy. That was Tag live and direct from St. Louis. Go check the music on all digital platforms. Support the artists them live. Remember thing called Let's Talk. Thank you all for your time. African Reggae Vibration, Stephanie, you tune in, and all the beautiful people. Your comments is your text. We say love. Go check that music on all digital performance. You see YouTube link. Go subscribe, support the artists them, and then play the music, stream it. That's how you go. Think called Let's Talk Live and Direct. Thank you all for your time and energy. African reggae vibration in combination. Nan and Club DJ Taff say love endlessly. Anywhere you tune in from, we say stay blessed, stay safe, stay healthy. Much love. Thank you all for your time. Your comments is your seers. Think called Let's Talk. See you all next Wednesday with Jaworks, 8 p.m. on. I'm here live and direct. And then from next week, Thursdays, I will be DJing for you on live and direct from Nanam Club, so you can be tuning. But you are in Europe, you are in Austria, remember Friday, Saturday, we have a free entrance for you people to come in Nanam Club and enjoy yourself after this long break. Thank you all for your time. Team call, let's talk. We keep the vibes alive. African reggae vibration in combination, Nan Club DJ Taff say love. That was TJ all the way from St. Louis, our brother ambassador. Don't know. We say love endlessly. Thank you all. See you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Log in. Let's do it. Think or let's talk. Stefani send me a brother I will be talking with. Let me see who is coming next week Wednesday. Next week Wednesday is called all right. This brother mean Ja Chono. Ja Chono. Giorno all the way from Brazil. Congo, Brazil. Oh, Congo, Brazzaville. Congo, Brazzaville. So next week, Wednesday, tune in. I will be talking with a brother from Congo, Brazzaville. So on the 9th of March. Thank you all for tuning. African Reggae Vibration in combination. Nan and Club. It's a love. Let's talk. Stefan, thank you so much for the love and the energy. And thank you all beautiful people. See you next Wednesday with your walks. Thing called Let's Talk. Peace out. Love. World peace. We tell Putin and whoever is taking care of Ukraine and Russia, no, but let them keep the peace and stop the bombing and the killing of the people. We say world peace. I'm out. That's my last message. Okay, peace and love. Yes, I.